What awaits us beyond the final breath? Do we vanish into nothingness, or do we step through unseen doorways into realms beyond imagination? Welcome, seeker of truth, to one of the most profound mysteries of human existence. Today we embark on a journey into the teachings of the Bardo Thodol, widely known in the West as the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Picture a guide, not just for life, but for what comes after. A map for navigating the transition from this world to the next. This is the essence of the Bardo Thodol. But make no mistake, this is not merely a text about dying. It is a revelation about existence itself. Together, we will step through this portal, uncover its wisdom, and perhaps glimpse the deeper nature of reality. The Bardo Thodol was revealed by Padmasambhava, a legendary master of Tibetan Buddhism. Born in India, he was the force behind bringing Buddhism to Tibet in the 8th century. To Tibetan tradition, he is Guru Rinpoche, the precious master. But he was more than a teacher. He was a mystic, a yogi, a master of esoteric wisdom. This sacred text was not just meant for the living. It was a pathway for the departed, a chance for liberation even after the last breath fades. From his earliest days, Padmasambhava displayed extraordinary spiritual power, recognized as a Mahasiddha, a being of immense realization. His journey led him to Tibet, invited by King Trisong Detsen to establish Buddhism in a land still deeply connected to ancient shamanic traditions. But this was no simple task. Tibet was a land of intense spiritual energy, where the indigenous Bon religion held deep roots. Its deities and spirits resisted change, standing as obstacles to the spread of Buddhism. But Padmasambhava was no ordinary monk. He harnessed the very forces that opposed him, integrating the Bon spirits into Buddhist tradition rather than erasing them. This fusion created a powerful spiritual foundation, one that endures to this day. Through his mastery, he established Samye Monastery, Tibet's first Buddhist temple, and began to impart profound teachings on the mind, reality, and the endless cycle known as samsara. At the heart of Tibetan Buddhism lies a striking understanding. Death is not the end. It is a transition, a unique opening for enlightenment. Padmasambhava saw death as a moment when the mind, freed from the distractions of the body, becomes receptive to ultimate truth. But he also knew that for most, this moment is filled with fear, illusion, and attachment. His mission? To provide a guide, a text that could be read to the dying or studied in life to prepare for the great passage. The Bardo Thodol is an act of compassion, a final chance for freedom from suffering, even when all seems lost. It teaches that even if enlightenment is not reached in life, there is still one last opportunity at the moment of death. The journey through death unfolds in 3 main phases, or bardos. The first is the Chikai Bardo, the moment of death. Here, the soul is released from the body, encountering the primordial clear light. This radiant, infinite presence is the very essence of mind itself. It is pure awareness, beyond all thought, all illusion. If recognized, the soul achieves instant liberation. But for most, the experience is overwhelming. Instead of embracing the light, fear takes hold. The mind clings to the familiar, retreating from the very thing that could set it free. And so the journey continues. Next comes the Chonyad Bardo, the Bardo of visions. As Carl Jung once said, gods and demons are projections of the unconscious, powerful and inescapable until understood as parts of ourselves. This is the realm of the mind's own creations. Here the soul is confronted by visions, some blissful, some terrifying. These are not external forces but reflections of the soul's own karma, manifesting in vivid, inescapable clarity. The peaceful deities appear first, radiant and compassionate. If recognized, they offer passage into enlightenment. But if the soul does not understand their nature, doubt sets in and the opportunity is lost. Then come the wrathful deities, fierce, overwhelming figures. These terrifying visions are not punishments, but aspects of the self yet to be faced. They are the soul's unhealed fears, attachments, and desires, appearing in forms it cannot ignore. The key is recognition. Those who realize that these visions are mere projections of the mind can dissolve fear and transcend. But for most, the illusions feel too real, and so the soul moves forward. Finally, the Sidpa Bardo, the realm of rebirth. Here, the soul, still bound by karma, is drawn toward a new life. It is no longer a question of liberation, but of what comes next. Karmic imprints pull the soul like a magnet, shaping the next existence. The unfulfilled desires, fears, and attachments accumulated in life now dictate the path forward. Visions of potential rebirths appear, some desirable, some filled with suffering. The soul is drawn instinctively, compelled by its unresolved emotions. Yet, even here, there is a choice. With deep awareness, one can step beyond the cycle, resisting the pull of rebirth and merging with the clear light. The Bardo Thodol reveals a powerful truth. We shape our own fate. Every thought, every attachment, every moment of fear or clarity creates the conditions for what happens after death. This is why preparation begins in life. Through meditation, self-awareness, and the release of attachments, one can prepare to navigate the bardos with clarity rather than confusion. To be free from rebirth is to awaken from the illusion, to see that all forms, all identities, all experiences are empty. Only then can one step beyond suffering, beyond samsara, into true liberation. The Bardo Thodol is more than an ancient text. It is a mirror to our existence, a revelation that what we do now shapes what comes next. As Ram Dass once said, "When you die, there is only one question that matters. How much did you love?" So we must ask ourselves, are we ready for the journey? Are we prepared to release everything we cling to? Perhaps by reflecting on these teachings, we can do more than prepare for death. We can learn how to truly live. If this exploration resonated with you, share this video and subscribe for more. What are your thoughts on the mysteries of the afterlife? Let's journey together, uncovering the greatest secrets of existence. Thank you for watching.